So this is what I look like in the morning. um, my eyes a little watery because I just put in my contacts, but I'm gonna do a body shot because I want to show you guys that I guess where I'm starting out at. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 174.8, so all my inflammation has left from my crab binging, and I had a good bowel movement this morning, so that's a good thing. But I had to take a cleanser to do it, so that's not a good thing. But I guess I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this without losing anything. But so here's my stomach. Here, let me move these down some so you can see my full stomach. Let me turn sideways. It's not too bad. Actually, it was like a ton worse. Legs, we still got lots of this to lose, but I have lost like a lot of weight already. So even my flabby angel wings are starting to leave, but this is what I look like pre 30 day, I guess. I'm still a little nervous about today because I have to eat less. And when I got home yesterday, I was starving to death. I had to eat all my food before 3:30 because we had to go to church. And we set up the church and everything, and we don't get home until like 9 o'clock at night. So I got home and I was hungry. So I had an herbal tea and I drank another thing of water and I just went to bed. So I took that cleansing pill to help me have a bowel movement, and I've already had my ginger. I'm going to walk with you. I already had my ginger ginger water. So you see my brain's not any clearer, so I've already had my ginger water. I have like my sheets that I printed off until his book gets here, which should be like next week. So today is day 3. It is Get Your Green Smoothie, which I do like that one. Green lemonade, not a fan. Squash and apple soup, not a fan. And that's all I eat is just one serving of that squash and apple soup. And then for dinner, when I will definitely be starving, I have raw carrot and ginger soup, which I ate yesterday. It doesn't really have the ginger in it, but I did put maca root in it. I'm experimenting with maca root as far as my my woman issues. And then roasted acorn stuffed with mushroom and sage. It is so good that I actually gave that recipe to my doctor because she was like super skinny, and so she obviously eats some sort of health food. And she was pregnant at the time, and she's like, I don't know what to eat anymore. I'm tired of the same stuff. And I'm like, here. And so like I brought her in a recipe, and she just thought that was really cool that I thought of her and brought in a recipe. So that's what I'm eating today. I will do an update later. Hi, so it's lunchtime and I'm actually feeling better. The blockage in my digestion is moving, and so that made me feel a whole lot better. I'm not really hungry today, so I'm just kind of forcing myself to eat and drink these juices. I did my juice this morning, but it's already 11 and I haven't even started the green lemonade. So today's lunch is actually the squash and apple soup. I don't like fruits and vegetables heated and eaten together. So I'm just kind of weird like that. Like veggies can all be eaten together, fruits can be eaten together, but when you start mixing things, like I'm just not a fan of that. I don't like those, I guess, the taste together. So what I'm doing is I actually cooked my squash a day ahead, and I'm using an acorn squash. He says acorn or butternut, so I used an acorn. And then you want to add in a small onion, 2 carrots, and some vegetable stock. So I used the vegetable stock that I made yesterday with all of my veggie parts, and a quart jar made 4 cups. So I used that. And he calls for 9 cups, so I'll add in, more of like maybe a pint jar or something like that and do like 7. I'm not gonna like measure 9 exactly, but and then the 2 apples. So all of the veggies are in this pan, warming up, because a lot of them were frozen, or not frozen, but made the day before, like the squash, and it's cold, and so was the veggie broth, and that's cold, and so I just am cooking everything. So instead of putting my apple in, and because I haven't eaten or drank, I guess, my green juice, I'm going to add my green juice in here, and here is the 2 apples, and I'm just going to blend that all together because this meal is blended. So I thought, well, why not do that? And I didn't even get all of it, and I still have this much left, and I still have all this apple. So I have a Ninja blender, so it comes with these little like cute cups, and that's what I use to chop everything. And what I'm going to be using to blend. Sorry, you're getting a lovely shot of my arm, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm just going to blend all this up and then puree that and just drink lunch. But I'm feeling really good. I do have a little bit of a headache, but I think that's because I'm just not hungry to drink these juices. So I'm just gonna have to force myself to do it. And I think, yeah, like that's it for lunch. So I will catch you at dinner time. So you ever have one of those days where like you try, but like you completely fail? So if I would read the directions like I'm supposed to, this serving does 4. So really I should have only blended a half apple with my smoothie, but I'm going to let it slide. And here's why. Sorry, this lighting is like so bad. I am still having issues in the bowel department, and apples have a lot of fiber and pectin and stuff that will move things along. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the 4 apples in there, and I guess just drink a little bit less of the squash. But it says to do like 4 servings, and believe me, like it'll make like 3/4 of a pint or a quart jar, because it's just so much liquid that he's putting in there with the vegetable juice and stuff like that. So that's what happened. Don't follow my example. Follow the instructions that are written on the page right in front of my face. Serves 4. Didn't even see it, but whatever. So eating more apples, less squash. It'll all be good. Hey, so this is what I have to drink before dinner tonight. This was the squash I opted for. And this is my green juice that I haven't drank yet, and the apples on top of that. And then this is what, I know it's hard to see because I am holding my laptop again. This is one day, this is the second day, and that's the third portion. I put it in here because it gives me a little bit of headspace, and I need to freeze the 4th portion for after my reboot. So pretty much it's going to go in as like an emergency drink if I need it. Even though it's not juicing, there is a lot of juice in this. So it'll just kind of go in my stash. So again, I will see you at dinner time, but I just wanted to show you like the portions and how it all came out for me. Hey, it's getting towards dinner time. I have a headache again, and I'm starving to death. Like, I've been drinking these juices, and that's fine, but usually my eating snacky time is dinner time. So dinner time and beyond. So I have to make meals for my family because I have a husband and 2 teenage boys, and so this is going to get really hard when I have to cook food. Plus, I also serve lunch to the elderly, so yeah. Food. And as a food addict, I must say I'm a little nervous. I'm telling you, I only got like a couple days, and then like there's no more food, and it's just these juices. So I am making the day 3 dinner, which is the roasted acorn squash stuffed with mushroom and sage. So I upped the mushroom a little, I upped the onion a little to make it more filling. Here is the, I guess it's kind of hard to see because I don't have a lot of light here. Here, I'll set it down here. Okay. Whoa! It's good. It's really good. I'm just waiting for the acorn squash to get done. It should be just a few more minutes, and then I gotta like split this between 2, and apparently I have half tomorrow. But what the family is eating is one of my favorite. I get this from Aldi's. This is the only pasta that I seem to be able to eat in the world because it just doesn't have any corn in it. So I'm giving them that, and then I have made a sauce. Let me see if I can, right there. It basically is like they're just a spaghetti sauce that comes in a jar. I just got this roasted garlic pasta sauce. I added more garlic. I added green peppers. I didn't add any mushrooms because my son doesn't like mushrooms. But I had a little bit of beans and rice left over. That was in a container. That was one of the leftovers I didn't eat before my Joe Cross binge. I was hoping to catch my son in the background. Oh, he already left. Dang it. I was hoping to catch him on camera. Yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. But anyway, I am going to, my water's boiling, so I will go back to you and show you like when dinner is done, what they're eating, what I'm eating. I can do this. I just got to keep telling myself, I keep watching Joe Cross videos like all day today. That's all I've watched is like everything that's ever been on YouTube. I started watching Dr. Greger videos, and I just have to keep telling myself to see. Look at him over there with the hood over. He's got like a, he's got a shirt over his head, like, what a dork. I have to keep telling myself that my body, my intestinal tract is never going to heal if I keep throwing food down it, because it needs to take a break, it needs a rest, and it needs to heal. So just have to keep telling myself that like 1,000 times over again. Every time I'm hungry, I need to heal my gut. I need to just drink the plants instead. So I'm going to try to get through this. I'm so glad I get to eat a little bit. I also get to eat the rest of the carrot ginger soup, which is just carrot soup. So that's good too. And I still have a partial, like not very much of the juice for my afternoon. So I'm hoping I can load up on this. I've been chewing gum like crazy, trying to like not be hungry, but I think it's going to be an early bedtime today because when you sleep, you're not hungry. So I will be back in just a minute to show you what it looks like when we're done. And there we have it. That's what they're eating. And that's what I'm eating. So a bit of a difference. I'm a carboholic, but I know this dish is really delicious, so I'm going to just thoroughly enjoy it. And plus I get to enjoy it again tomorrow, which is really nice. And I get carrot soup along with that. So I'm super excited, and we're getting ready to eat. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm done with my juices. I just have this meal, and I'll give you an update kind of what happened and at night. If I got super hungry, if I caved, if I had to chew millions of gum, how early I went to sleep, all that good stuff. But here's to losing weight and healing my gut. Good night.